Hello there everyone and welcome back. That was a bit of a crazy match with the dwarves there, but we somehow managed to pull out the victory. If with a little bit of luck, due to the amount of dodges, the handoffs, and I think go for it I had to do to pull off that second touchdown to kind of win it out in the end. But nonetheless, it was still tense, it was still a good match. And we are making progress on our levels. We got a skink with sidestep now and another MVP on one of my Sorai. So now I just need to somehow give Kai Zili an injury of some kind. Easier said than done. But we're going to continue on here, and sadly I did not get my second match in the last week there like I would have wanted. And I don't think it's going to be the case this week, so what I might relegate myself to doing is for next season, I'm going to try and double up on the content with the Lizardmen. At least to get us more matches, so that way I can have at least a real shot of progressing with this team and seeing how well we do as a result. Against Dark Elves, so I am not quite experienced with them. And of course, my first two matches practicing against Elves were of course the first two rounds of the YouTuber League. Since Open Ladder did not give me any Elves at all, aside for Elven Union, which just gave up after the first two turns. So that wasn't really good practice for me, I'm afraid to say. And I forgot to turn on my YouTube, my DX Tory recording, but basically we're face off against Dark Elves that were what, 860 points? So it's basically even once you factor in they have 3 journeymen, so nothing exciting for the pre-show. I just forgot to turn on my recording, for anyone who's wondering what the hell's going on YouTube end. And I never even checked for level ups, but safe to say there are no level ups here. And hell, they started out with what looks like to be the traditional 4 blitzers, 2 rerolls if I had to guess. And they may have just recently got the Witch Elf, although it looks like they were here for a match already. And what the hell is this setup? That's all I have to ask. The preset ones are kinda nice, but it looks like they're doing some kind of asymmetrical setup here. And Axmatil, well, we have no idea where the ball is going to go, but I'd love to have someone bash that Witch Elf. You're kind of the best one to deal with her. So I'm inclined to try and do that. That's 3, I can't do that. As tempting as it is. And the Witch Elf is just going to try and frenzy me off, so I have to play it safe, alas. Yeah, I'm still waiting patiently to see what those level ups are. For no reason at all other than to just know how much petty cash I'm gonna get. Since we would be pretty close to even team value, I think, if my Blitzer wasn't out for a match. With your 4 levels up, you'll be at around 1300 as well, I think. Plus maybe a line orc that you might be getting. Either way, I'm looking forward to that match. See if the streak ends. I'm kind of okay actually being a little bit wider on the right, but perfect defense could screw that over. Which actually isn't too terrible because I have the Sorai to kind of protect my skink from a... and that sidestep. Oh, I'm thinking about this all wrong. I should have my sidestep over here, damn it. I would like a free block here, but... I'm trying to be too greedy maybe. There, that's a little bit more convenient for me. My skink can protect the flanks quite decently. I'm just worried about a perfect defense. Okay, so we have bribes, which works with my skinks quite well. Well, let's see. And I have a perfect opportunity to bash you, and with block there's a good chance of it. Now, how do I want to play this? It's really easy to try and push on the right, but if I get a stun or anything like that, this would be the easier spot. But first, let's see what kind of injuries we get. Any stuns or anything like that will help make this decision easier for me. I just gotta remember to not hug these 2 spaces unless it's, is it Olda that's my level 2? Yeah, it's Olda. He's the only one that can safely go over there. Oh, I don't know. I think I would like to see a gladiator trying to foul with all your orcs. I don't know if that last match... Well, I'm technically human, so I might suffer the same fate, if that's an indication. We have the same strength, same stat line almost, just different skills. Ooh, we got the POW. Now what happens here? I could not ask for a better start. Injury would be preferred, but you can't ask for a better start there. And that... Assuming I can pick up the ball, I would love to go way over here with 2 stuns. I'm just really worried about using Krosa right now in case of bonehead or a bad roll. And if this pickup fails, it's not going to be pretty. So I might as well have a skink there as fodder for now. Terrible idea since they do have blitzers. I probably should have seriously considered picking up first in case that went badly. Now, just set up a screen a little bit, set up for a possible bonehead, and we should be pretty well set, at least to start pushing on this side some. Axmatil's a little isolated though, that's the only thing I'm afraid of. With the bribes, they are willing to foul him, come to think of it. And I'm going to be relying on him a lot. Sadly, not the damage I would like, but no bonehead. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is a blitz over here. And how far can you get? 6, 7... So you can't reach my skink. Unless they get a really lucky kind of blitz that's through the middle. That might be the exception. Oh, your lack of injuries. I remember that being a theme there, Templar. I'm basically talking to my opponent for next YouTube League match, for those that are wondering what's going on. Okay, I'm happy with that result. Burnt the blitz. Got a little bit lucky, I'll be honest, because after all, these are blitzers. They're the best ones for taking up my skinks right now. But I had to fill in that gap just in case. Alright, so they're doing standard elf screens so far here. Get the pound Axmatil. And now, there is a possibility of blitz with him next turn if I could deny the assist. But if I burn the blitz there, well, I'm okay with the slow grind. And that forces maybe a reroll? Oh, it was a loner anyway. So you don't want a chance to reroll on that. And that looks like that was the very last move anyway. So how are we going to have fun here? I would love Krosa to get in as many of their faces as possible. Which almost begs the question, should he go over here? I love the potential of going over here. And if he boneheads, at least that's out of the way early. And that helps protect Axmatil for now. Since I don't think I want to blitz with him just yet. All the front line are blitzers. If I can knock one of them down, that's a perfect opportunity to foul with the skinks, though. Any way I can get 3 dice while keeping a good salt screen. I need, what, 3 assists? Not likely to happen here. In all honesty, you're going to be really hard to foul, at least with any assist. So we're going to be chancing a foul with just by myself, basically, or by the skinks lonesome. We do get the POW though, so that's the first half done. I'm more tempted to stay where I'm... They're going to blitz the skink again, we've seen that happen. Oh. Now I don't want to foul you because of diminishing returns. I'll leave the skinks there because I have the sidestep, in case it decides some kind of ballsy play. I need to keep you there because that's an easy 2+ dodge. And now deny as many assists as possible. This one scares me because they are probably willing to chance a red dice of some kind. And if I put the skink here, that's almost asking for a blitz. Where are my weak spots though? This solid with a possible block. They could block here and then that's a 2+, so I need my skink here. Okay, I think I like this. I just don't want to wedge myself into a corner too much. Actually, I could push you forward. That helps reinforce this a little bit. Gotta keep in mind, they're about to get up and 2-minute timers. I never did bar to check if that was 2 or 3. At least on the plus side, Black Templar, if you want to get 4 mighty blows for your team now, it's possible. Although I think... Oh no, I'm wrong. One of your Blitzer Orcs have tackle that made it to level 3. I was thinking it's the other way around. So, oh yeah, so he'll have a mighty blow as well. So that might alleviate your injury problem. To my misfortune. Alright, so... Once he gets up, that's possibly a 1 dice block here. If they're willing to chance it. And we're doing really well. Yeah. I want to kind of stall it out since I want to keep that witch out. Keep that witch elf out. So that way I don't leave them these really open windows. Since right now, as soon as Alda gets injured and knocked out, I have no protection from her. Well, that sucks. Now that's a nice open window for him, isn't there? Yep, it is a loner though, so if it goes badly, they're kind of screwing themselves. I could not ask for better luck. And they would need a POW, so there's still a reasonable chance that we would have survived, or at least been okay, but still, that was a lucky break, possibly. Now, 2 dice there, 2 dice there, 2 dice there. There's realistic possibility to start pushing on the right, but Krosa is sandwiched or not going to be going very far on his own. And you're a loner. I like to continue to grind them down, but 1 dice, really? Don't give me that crap, please. If I don't assist Krosa, they get a 1 dice of some kind. So I'm going to have to try and support him some more. Do I follow up or not? I'm just thinking maybe I would go next to Krosa as opposed to where I'm currently going. But if these other dice go well, that shouldn't be a problem. Sadly, you're going to get a block. So let's then make that difficult for you. And gotta keep in mind, I do have a bribe, so you are the obvious target for a foul. I just gotta make sure you... Actually, I can push one of you back. There, that helps with that assist problem that Axmatil's been having. Ooh, a stat increase would be nice, especially if you got on the thrower or one of the blitzers, because then you would have a pretty dependable runner for actually passing the ball to. All these things I dread, so why am I helping you, damn it? That's not what I want to do. But easy. I'm really tempted to just sprint up here, but we want to try for a slow grind if I'm remembering my bash play. It's 30 seconds. Now, how confident am I that Olda can hold the line by himself there? Because I want to try and get as many assists as possible for this. And that is 2 dodges there. They could chance it though. I don't like that, but it can. It's at least 2 go for it. This could backfire because of how fragile his left side is. Okay, stun. Obviously would like more, but that keeps Yeah, that was definitely even more riskier considering I just literally put my ball carrier next to that loner. I was more worried about this left side, which is they would have to get past Krosa, which they do push them. So that makes that a lot easier there. Which is part of the reason why I want Axe Mettle there. Now I'm regretting that choice. But at least they seem worried about me pushing on the right. So now, there's a possible window over here. 2 dice block, so still have tackle zones. And so far their dodges have been horrible, so they may not be tempted to do this. Only one I'm worried about is this blitzer here, but they will go for it if they want to try and reach me. Ooh, got the POW, you bugger. And getting armor breaks at that. Legal injury, that I do not like. No casualty at least, so there's that benefit. They burnt their blitz, but damn, they're getting armor breaks now suddenly. I was kind of hoping that would fail, considering the current theme. Okay, let's see. How does this go, since he's already stunned? Yeah, they broke armor, but since he was already stunned, that was just more risk on their end. Now, I can easily get 2 dice here with Krosa going to the side. And ties up this one as a bonus. Bonehead kind of throws a wrench in that plan, though. And right now, I only have 3 front linemen at the moment. So that makes that difficult. Because now I have a huge risk of being broken, having the line being breaking on me. It is possible to blitz on through, but all these elves, unless I can get behind them, are just going to run down my skink. So what I want to do is deny the assist here. Maybe try and make a cage here with a good blitz. That's at least a start. Well, it's not a very impressive cage because I'm still based to one of them. Who am I kidding? So I'm going to have to leave Uxil kind of on his own. Now, how am I going to form this cage with that said? Because a Bonehead Krosa is a bit of a burden. 30 seconds. And I kind of want Olda to do the blitz because he's at least better equipped to be a frontliner. Kind of hard to do since I need all my skinks there. And that would be a dodge. That's not worth trying. So I am now unfortunately wedged into a corner. And yeah, I'm gonna have to chance this some. At least it secures if I can at least push you back. That is not what I want, sadly. That is still not what I want, sadly. Because now that's an obvious blitz. And that was probably a terrible push, but who am I kidding? Maybe I had sidestep. I'm gonna have to learn how to use sidestep in a good manner. But how many can come over here and assist? Well, right now it looks like they're just gonna try and block me down with as many as they can. How many players do I currently have right now? So I lost 3 there, and there's a reroll. Okay, so you have both the... Okay. You didn't take the both down. Now, I kind of want to hand off here. If I were to be serious. Because I don't think I can stall this out too much longer. I just need to blitz you down is the only catch. Potentially. My opponent messed up royally there. Or, oh, I think I know why they chose the stumble. Was because if they got it both down, then it would probably not have been... Then they could have gone over here, so I'm still questioning that. I'm just wondering if there was a reason why they chose stumble over both down. Because both down would have kept me standing there, and would made it awkward, maybe? And that was a push. That opens up a possibility to knock you down for free. Sadly, that's a POW. So where does the ball go? That was pretty convenient for him there. I do have a source, at least, to kind of... Yeah, if I could POW you... Yeah, I can easily POW you and then blitz him. Not ideal circumstances, but... I could still get a 2-dice block on you. Alright, I at least push you free. Now, the plan is to blitz. 1-3 chance to knock him down, then... Gonna have the chance to dodge with a skink here. And then what I... Let me see if I knock you down first. So I like the idea of handing off here still, but I don't think I have enough movement to hand off without passing. So I want to try and make this ball get as close as possible to my skink, if I'm going to try this. At the very least, I should try and keep players on the ball. Okay, I would have liked up here, because then I go here, there. It'd be a go for it for the handoff. And you have no experience, it's just a dodge that's scary. Oh, you're in dodge. Oh, let me just activate you. You're too risky there, Krosa. Let's see if... And what do I want to do with this skink? There isn't really much I can do with that skink that's helpful. Okay, dodge is good. There goes my reroll, sadly. I don't really want a chance to go for it, but it's better odds than the pass. And sadly, it's still a go for it. We'll see what happens here. Okay. I would have liked to have drawn it out, but with all those armor breaks, I was kind of at risk of things falling apart for me. Maybe I tried too wide of a screen is what that means. Since they were getting a lot of 2-dice blocks after all. And that's kind of what I was worried about most. The Witch Elf got up. Now, let's see. We have to somehow stall him for 4 turns, which can happen, but we got an obvious blind spot here, or open spot. And they do have Witch Elves, so I'm gonna have to... This is a tough predicament. They don't have tackle, so I think Olda can hold the line by himself. He's going to be trying to carry for his defense. And 7 movement. If they fail to knock him down, they might be willing to burn a reroll for this. And they're going to go offense too. That's going to be another bit of the problem here. Am I okay with this? Because Witch Elf goes here. It's a 1 dice block. Yeah, they can get 2 dice, but they can't push me off the side. At least this way. And that protects the flanks at least a little bit. Not much though. Where do I expect them to push? Olda seems tempting, but very likely for sidestep to screw them over. I think they're going to go on the left. If they're going to try for something aggressive. Huh. They're being tempted by Olda. Just a wee little bit. Nope. The Witch Elf is just hanging back there. So I think my opponent wants to try and touch down with the Witch Elf is what it looks like. Which is a bit of a shame because any injury on the skink would have leveled them up too. A little more random. Oh, they're going to pass. That's what it is. So that basically gives me a turn where they're just burning on, passing around maybe. Perfect defense. They're likely going to get 2 dice blocks, so... Am I okay with them getting free blocks? Actually, I can move forward a tiny bit. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, honestly. Since the whole point of being 2 spaces back is so you don't get penalized by a quick snap. Now, what about you, Olda? I think you stay there. Actually, I can swap you around. Because we know the Witch Elf can't blitz you. Okay, I feel better about this now. We're using perfect defense like it's meant to. Now, this is a loner, so if it's a bad roll, then that goes badly for him. I'm willing to chance that, I think. Maybe that's a terrible idea, because they can very easily get a 2 dice block. It seems like, anyway. And it ties up Axe Mettle too, so maybe that wasn't a smart idea, because I need you to roam free after all. Alright, pick up and pass is what I'm assuming we're going to see here. That was an easy pass, looks like. Congrats on the level. So knocked down, but you're next to a skink. They do have an opening here though, but are you willing to chance dodging with everyone? Especially with that reroll burnt. So now the big question, are you willing? Well, let's see. Yeah, since they can't move, they would have to chance a lot of 2 dice blocks. I don't know if my opponent's... Well, my opponent may have no choice but to try it. Because their strategy relies on it, so... I am hoping this does not play out for them. There, thank you. It came sooner rather than later, and I'm thankful for it. Because now I have a sword I immediately blitz. Can I get 3 dice? And then the idea is just sit around the ball, if possible. How many? I need 3 assists, so... The only thing I'm worried about this is they can easily push my Sora into the ball. But I'm more worried about knocking them down, then we'll see what happens. And where can you go? Because I want to push you down away from everyone else, if I be honest. Because if I push you there, then there's a good chance that this elf can easily grab it. So you're just going to block this assist here. And that should be 3 dice. Yes, it is. I don't have a reroll, so let's hope this works. It did not, sadly. So now, the big plan is to try and deny assist, I think. And I do have a blitz, so Axe Mettle would be good for that too. And sadly you don't have sidestep, so the Witch Elf could frenzy you. And you have no rerolls, so let's chance some dice here. Although you're just gonna block. I'm worried you're just gonna block. Now, Crosa, where do you go? You don't bonehead. Well, that was going to be a blitz, so I got damn lucky there. I'm an idiot for not noticing the elf behind my lizardman, but I was going to blitz and then do that maneuver. I rushed that a tiny bit, I think. Do I chance to double go for it? Because then you just block this one and then get a 2 dice. I think I like this idea better. At least that way you walk into another tackle zone. I would like to be one more step forward because that covers all my tackle zone arcs, but this is the wild card here. And they do have block. So I can easily negate assist here and then get a 2 dice on this one. So they get their 2 dice block. So not much else they could do aside from maybe prepare in case this goes badly. Since I don't have really any skinks to kind of... Well, I do have 2 skinks, but I have 3 skinks even to just run the ball over to the other side of the field. Now, they're going to get themselves a easy 2 dice block there. That was mainly just tie up as many elves as possible though. Okay, dodge. Yes, please. They still get the 2 dice dodge. Because of lack of sidestep. And I did get the offense, so I'm going to have a really hard time trying to basically get a score. Yeah, a score in the next half. It's possible for a 2-turn touchdown, let's be honest. Oh, my opponent just deployed, did he? Alright. Oh yeah, I recovered Axe Mettle because he was injured. Okay, I used my Apothecary on that. There, that's more like it. I was wondering what the heck was going on. So there's a chance maybe for a 2-turn touchdown, but with no rerolls, that's going to be scary. And let's keep in mind the possibility of a blitz here. In all honesty, I want to knock you 2 back and just sprint right through. So I'm going to have to chance maybe a quick snap. Not that that's a big deal for me. And how far can you go? So 8 spaces there. Okay, so you are kind of okay where you're at now. This is going to be the trick. Can we get the 2 dice touchdown? That's a good start, but question, can I pick it up or not? Yes, we can. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do a handoff if I want to try a quick 2-turn touchdown. And with no rerolls, any of these blocks are going to be scary. But these are the 2 that matters most. Alright, stun helps. In all honesty, let's see what they can. If I go through the middle, they can hit me with pretty much anything. I would need to blitz you. At least one of these 2. And actually, I do have my window now, so. Now let me just double check where the skink goes. Right there is fine. We're gonna get surrounded like hell, though. But we do get the 1 in 36. Pow. So priority is cage first. And sadly, my sidestep skink's not in. Well, that's a terrible spot to go. Yeah, and I kind of. I'm gonna have the chance to go for it, aren't I? Well, either way, there's this open spot anyway, if I don't. So there's the 1 wild card there we need to be very cautious of. We still have to pick up the ball, that's always the main thing. So let's not put all our... Well, I kind of need to do this for any kind of touchdown. I just gotta... It's always possible they could try and touchdown on me. And then all the other players just try and tie up as many as possible. That's not a good start, though. Moment of truth, this all depends on this. Alright, we'll see how this plays out here with the Blitzer. Because one random failed dodge could screw them over. But the smart choice might be to just get as many people in front. And that was almost a terrible roll for him too. Almost. Because I don't... Yeah, that wasn't actually their blocker or their blitzer. Alright. So where do I want to sidestep you? Well, the big question is where do I want to go? Well, if you were still standing, there was possibilities. Poor Ulda. That's gonna really suck, the movement allowance on you. You're gonna be annoying, but you're not gonna be much of a runner anymore. Okay, so they burnt almost everything but this one here. So, there's a good opportunity to just sprint up here. Sadly, I did not get my full 8 move like I wanted, so it's still a go for it chance. And is this preparing for some kind of a passing play on the final turn? I am going to have the chance to dodge, no questions asked there, but thankfully, well, it would be a good thing if it was anyone else but a blitzer. So I get my push. Now the only thing I can realistically prepare for is deny them a touchdown. That's all I can really try, since oddly enough they put a loner down here. Alright, 1 in 9 chance with a 1 in 6. Do we make it? The easy part's out of the way, now the hard part. Well, I wasn't expecting 2 touchdowns in the first half, but it happened, and we got a level up for it. Congratulations, it's. Now we're starting to suffer from reduced numbers, aren't we? Just the one skink, though. But they're going to continually have an easier time getting past me now. Especially since that one skink was also my sidestepper. So now their witch elf can go wherever they wish, or at least can threaten as many flanks as possible, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Actually, back up you guys, you're too close. I know we had a perfect defense, but we're not likely to get it this time around. So go back to your original formations. At least we have rerolls now. The only thing I can hope for is I can force my opponent to touchdown early here. So that way I can maybe win it 3-2. Anything else I want to do? I would like to kind of put my skinks on the side, but I'm going to need them if this is going to go how I expect it to go. They're going to get that touchdown almost no matter what. So I want to keep these guys safe. Alright. That's probably all I can do there. Yeah, I enjoy my lizardmen. I had assembled a Warhammer army there way back a couple editions ago. I think I had maybe 1,500 points, at least 1,000 points of a lizardman army. And I enjoy them here too, for Blood Bowl. Although right now I'm playing as Bretonnians for like a league, a YouTuber league. So they're kind of my focus right now, truth be told. And these guys all play when I'm ideally going to want to try and play them once a week for the championship ladder. And so far, we're having a very interesting match that I have not gotten in the open ladder. So who are they going to try and pass? Oh, I didn't realize. We're not even in the second half yet, stupid me. For some reason I thought this was the second half. I forgot I was on offense for the start of this. So my opponent's just going to try and bash everything. Okay, I got the push there. So it's safe, with level up intact. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Just tell everyone else to hurry up and get their matches done, Templar. So that way we can get to our Orc versus Bretonnians. Hang in there, Krosa. You have 9 armor, don't break. Perfect. Okay, so they're going that route. We do technically have bribes, I forgot about. Okay, just a stun. Ha! Failed to pass. Screw you and your free experience. You're not getting no MVP level up today. At least with that one. Now, we witnessed they can easily just blitz the skink, so... How much movement is that? If they can just blitz the skink anyway, I might as well just at least tighten the flank a bit. Force them to maybe go this one direction. Hell, truth be told, I'm kind of tempted for the asymmetrical style, since I can't really cover all my flanks that well anyway. Come on, be faster. Oh, I didn't save that formation with this team, did I, when I reset them? Ah, that stinks, because I can't remember what the exact formation was, but I was going to do the asymmetrical style, force them along one flank, since, again, I kind of have an open window here, especially without my sidestep skink. Oh well, we'll stick with this for now. I suppose I could have repositioned them to what the asymmetrical setup is, but I honestly can't remember. Krosa goes here, 2 Sorai there. We have the 2 swords basically where they're supposed to be, at least. 2 skinks here. We'll worry about that another time. Perfect defense. Thank you again. Does it help me? Maybe not. There, let's restart the encoder. Oh god, they're going to get a touchback. They're likely going to get a touchback. Or that's going to be an amazing kickoff. That at least denies the assist here, so they can't get 2 dice blocks anymore here. So I like that. Skinks are still vulnerable to getting bashed. Actually, let me swap Skinks. You're the one that's leveled up after all. And you're about to level up. So I want to keep you alive too, damn it. You're making this difficult for me, game. But since these arcs are tighter, I could afford a skink on the left now. Not the most convenient, I guess, but that helps a tiny bit. I'm just wondering, where are the... Well, the skinks without that are the weak spots, but they can't get 2 dice here anymore. So that's going to be a lot harder, and I'm really hoping maybe that burns a reroll. Any games? In all honesty, I have had very little time for games outside of the Battlefleet Gothic videos when I do them. And occasionally just some skirmishes, random practice matches in Blood Bowl. Haven't had much of any other games other than that. If you can at least burn a single reroll this turn, that would help a ton. But so far you're getting the good luck on those 1 dice. I know I have been watching a lot of YouTubers, or watching a lot of YouTube games. So, what is it, Dicey Dungeons? I've been really enjoying watching that, but again, don't want to try getting games I'm not going to have time for. Hell, I bought Divinity 2 in the summer sale, and have not even opened it up once, to emphasize that point. Aw, Kangwa, why? Missed next game, so that's only short term, and I kind of have the money to buy extra skinks, at least for that. Hell, I could buy 2 extra skinks, but I'm gonna get Dreamin' skinks anyway. I'm trying to think, what other games even come to mind there? I know there's a lot of hype over the WoW Classic. God damn it. Even the lineman gets a block in. Alright, so far, this is the weak area over here, and they are very likely to be the receiving end of a pass. So, from what I understand about elves is that they are probably going to get the touchdown no matter what. I need to force them to touchdown early is the plan. The idea anyway. So I gotta scare the hell out of these guys. So I want to knock you down and force you to be the one standing up. Ooh, Bannerlords. Mountain Blade 2 I'm excited for because I played that quite a bit, but there's been no news on a release date. Truth be told, there's been no word on a release date. It's just like Star Citizen in a vague sense, although it's not hyped to ridiculous portions. What part of the plan was my opponent burning a reroll did you not understand? That plan backfired on me. Because that's going to make it hard for the remaining half. Now, I need to keep these skinks alive if I want to try and get a third touchdown. So they can only get one assist here and an assist here. Sadly, they would have to dodge for that kind of 2 dice assist, so... Best I can hope for is maybe put the pressure on these elves. It's not much of a formation anymore, though. Because they have all sorts of windows to just sprint through. Early March, is that for Mountain Blade? I would be interested to oh, early access, so... I might not spoil my enjoyment just yet, and they're just gonna sprint through. Yeah, they're going to continue fouling. I don't have much of an opportunity for a foul, because I would like to get some assists somehow, too, for it. I can live with a knockout. But now we're down to 1 skink. And I'm at risk of being heavily outbashed, it seems like now. Alright, stunned there. At least those 2 6s weren't for the injury. I would have loved it the loner failed to roll. And thankfully they can't get 2 dice blocks anymore here. But are you going to let that go? They let it go. So what I want to do... I can't blitz them. That would have been really damn tempting. They have all their elves here, so I want Krosa to kind of tie them up. At the very least, there's a good chance of this being a tie, I guess. Especially with Krosa tying 3 of them up. And this might be the pressuring I want. Okay, stun. Because then they're kind of forced to do something with this source. I am leaving them isolated to get fouled to hell, though. That's the only problem with this. And this is the opportunity to kind of foul I'm looking for, at least within a single assist. And on a blitzer, no less. Let's just make sure they don't get an easy touchdown here, though. That doesn't help me, though. Let's try and return the favor. 42% chance. There. No long-term effect, but they did burn the apothecary. Okay, I was worried for a moment. The last time I used the bribe, it didn't work. And the audience were very upset about that. So this skink is the obvious target, alas, but Endomundi could get up if they do touch down, but it's not looking very promising at the moment. And I can always blitz to free myself. It wouldn't be very effective, but I can do it. Let's see. Are you feeling threatened or not? So now there's possibility to blitz and just base their witch elf. But they need to burn rerolls for that to really work for me. Alright, it's still standing. Sadly, ooh. Oh, let's see. Oh, and that was prehensile tail, perfect. Thank you, Krosa. Now, if there was any way to get an assist, I would love to try and get Itz to blitz the witch elf. But so far everyone's tied up and Axmatil is nowhere within reach. So I think the plans get base with them, at least force a little bit of risk. Disappointing result, sadly. And you can frenzy, let's keep that in mind too. So I may, to an extent, be helping you if you keep blocking me with frenzy. I can also trap you, but that's easier said than done. I do have a reroll, so we'll chance this first. More pushes, don't give me that. So 1 in 9 here, but I can't reroll, but... Okay, that gets you base to this one here to try and dodge. So at least Krosa's tying up 2 elves, so that's still somewhat worth it. How do I best position my skink, though? Because as soon after the first block, if they even try blitz, you're going to likely get a red dice. Don't really like this too much, because again, I'm probably helping my opponent, especially with this positioning. You just blitz the skink now. I'm regretting that. On the side or in the back, that would have been helpful. Yeah, I would have liked to at least force them to go away from my touchdown. Or at least away from the scoring. They burnt their blitz there, so does that mean you're just going to frenzy the skink then? Because you're kind of abandoning, or you're going to dodge. That's who am I kidding? You have dodge. You had dodge baseline. I completely forgot about that. Okay, I consider that a success. They had to do the touchdown on turn 4. Although, I don't think I have enough skinks to try for the touchdown. Unless I get lucky enough on the recovery. Nope, I just have it. And so far, considering I'm armor 9, well, I did have an injured sore eye as well, keep that in mind. that I use the apothecary on. So I want to try for a slow grind, without a doubt. And if I can foul you, which means I would have to risk fouling with Sorai maybe. I am worried about a blitz. I am not really well protected against the blitz. But there's a nice window here to potentially do the same things I did before, but I'm going to need a skink back. I'm going to need you back to try and pick up in case. Alright. So they get the perfect defense the last. This one can go over here. Not, it would be like 2 go forts. At least the skink can go over there and then move in some. If you don't tie up all these Sorai, then you are going to be in a little bit of trouble maybe. And I can always blitz with a Sorai too, keep in mind. If they're all going to be tied up, then I can use one to blitz to move them over. Now, what's the movement look like here? So, you are... I can cage you somewhat. Well, at least a very light screen anyway, but... And I think I blitz with one of these 2 here. I think it's the plan. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but... Yeah, I'm really regretting doing that now. Because they can easily get a 2 dice block on that. When I should have just stayed. I can at least reinforce that easily enough. All the pushes. So it's very likely they can get a push here, but it would be 2 red dice. Now the only thing I'm afraid of is a bonehead here. Well, it's not too terrible, but that's a 2 dice dodge here, if Krosa boneheads. I'm kind of inclined to not block with Krosa. Because I don't plan on following up with him anyway. But they're likely gonna... I think they're gonna blitz over there. Okay, that played out. That worked in my advantage. Now the moment of truth. Do we pick up? Do I chance to reroll? Because who knows where that ball will go. So sadly that burns both my rerolls. But at least now that I have the ball, I can probably start pushing forward and start forming a cage. I still have 4 turns at least to try and get something done. But with no rerolls and no extra skinks to kind of hand off to, that's going to be difficult to do. I can't just simply outmaneuver them. There's the 2 dice block I kind of walked myself into. I still got my arcs covered at least. I'm taking a lot of chances there. Ah, that's a shame. I know they had dodge, but still, that was 3 dodges there. So what I can do is try to get a Sorai to pick up the ball. It's a 5+ though, so I need to make sure everyone's positioned properly to kind of make sure they at least don't pick it up. That should be my priority, penalizing them picking up the ball as much as possible. Okay, so are you going to re-roll that? 50-50. Nope, don't get it. And it's still next to a Sorai, so... I could block you, blitz this one, and maybe look for a window to try pick up the ball. A lot of ifs, though. Because you can complicate things being in the back. Sadly, with no POWs, no knockdowns, it's probably not worth it. Because anyone standing next to the ball is easily a 6+. So I need to deny them more than try and touch down. Although all these pushes are not helping. And the more that they have away from the ball, trying to get these 2 dice blocks, the better. Alright, I would like some permanent removals, that would help a ton. And now, I want to blitz you so maybe Krosa can go up. Here, go for it though, that I do not like. So we'll just get up with you first. And keep in mind, you're just going to continue to surf people off. So, let's force the issue a little bit then. Are you going to chance red dices, or are you going to... Well, damn. So much for that question. I still have 2 Sorai there. Krosa is kind of tying this one up a bit. So there's a respectable chance maybe I can keep him from picking up the ball. But very easily, this Witch Elf can just blitz up here and push it around. So that ruins that plan there. So now we just have to see what the dice roll, because there's not much I can do strategy-wise, outside rely heavily on that. Well, I don't feel bad anymore. That was technically kind of the result I was kind of hoping for when I blocked them. Now we're back to square one, blocking you and maybe blitzing this one, and then seeing about a cage. Sadly, not looking likely. Because I'm really worried about, again, them pushing me into the ball if I'm on the side. So do I concede myself for this being a tie? Since there's not much other options I have aside for getting really lucky picking up the ball when they have Dark Elves next to it. And I do have a blitz too. Now, am I sort of okay putting close to here now? Because you could try and blitz them. But you would have a bit of red dice for that. I might regret this. And I still want to penalize them picking up the ball as much as possible. But this witch elf can go 4, 5, 6, so unless you knock down this one, then you chance a bunch of 3 dice dodges. You can't blitz me into the ball. Well, technically they could still blitz me into the ball here with the loner, or even the blitzer. So maybe I should have chanced that. Because they're looking for a touchdown play. Or position himself for it at least. That's a loan? No, that's a block, so that's unfortunate. I got excited for a moment. I got real damn excited there. But then I saw the Grim Reaper mask there. Or the skull rather, representing it was a blitzer. But then again, that's not true, is it? No, they have different facials. Okay. Thankfully that was not a blitz like I was expecting. Alright, so that is what, a 4+ to pick up now? With no rerolls. Oh, jump up, damn it. Okay. Thankfully, this strategy is working out well. I could be thankful for that. Now, do we try and screw over our witch elf friend? Because now I have an opportunity to blitz them. But my momentum is all officially dead, with 3 elves to worry about here. Unless I want to try something really ridiculous, but sadly, well, I can still block them. I just want to keep them from picking up the ball. They can do it. Both down sadly doesn't help me too much. Because I want... If Uxil gets a both down, then I'm fine with going with that. Just gotta be mindful, this is a wild card here too. He can blitz in. He can blitz in and chance the red dice. I got excited thinking they were pals. That witch elf survives, alas. Now, they could frenzy me into that ball. Sounds ridiculous, but they could frenzy me into that ball. And now, I don't want to chance a bonehead. But you could do some ridiculous stuff too. Okay, I can live with a push. We hopefully have the ball in lockdown. But again, well, they're forfeiting the touchdown if this does anything. Any kind of blitz. And dang it, they do push the ball. That's a shame. That was what I was trying to avoid all this time. So Axe Mettle... No, that wasn't Axe Mettle, that was a Chell. My. I screwed it up there some. They could always fail to pass. Since that would still be, what, a 3+ for this loner? Unless they chance a handoff, which even then is more rolls for them. Hopefully, well, let's see. Gonna hand off there and try and get the experience. So 2 dice, and maybe a go for it, was it? Not. Okay. We got ourselves a tie, at least. Now, the honest question is, how could I have done that better with so little experience facing off against elves? Because spreading out wide felt like it caused problems, but let's be fair. I had multiple stuns and I think an injury on my sore eye in the first half. That complicates things a lot. But even then, I still won that first half with 2 touchdowns. So it's not that terrible. I'm just wondering how much it was just random luck. That's the hard part with trying to improve on this. And who do I want a chance in injury for? Cal Seeley. Can you get the injury I want for a level up? Nope. It was close. It was pretty close. It was almost a knockout there. You're still standing, sadly. I hope my blitzers in the Orc and Bretonnian match are just as resilient as you. That'll be handy if I can effectively avoid any tacklers. Who else do? Well, I want any of them to get injuries because an MVP will level them up. Any that have 0 at least. Was it meant to be? I think that's it. It's a tie at least. It's not a loss, but there's been a lack of injuries on my part, I think, too. The only injury I got was a foul. So, did I actually even get an injury, with that said? I got MVP and 2 touchdowns. No injuries at all. And they got, let's see, 2 touchdowns, MVP. So we'll assume Litland got the 2 touchdowns, so MVP, a pass, and then 2 injuries, I think. And those were on skinks. Well, to be fair, they injured my sore eye, Axmatil, and then they injured a skink. And then another skink was injured due to a foul. So that's unfortunate. I never even checked to see who... Let's see. Did we get a level up? Yes, we did. So who got MVP? Oh, it's did. It's leveled up from the touchdown. Never mind. I was hoping for more. Ooh, a 10. So we're giving you extra movement. Sidestep, sadly, will have to wait, I think. Hopefully I get a chance to play around with movement 9. That'll help a lot for one-turn touchdown plays. Otherwise, who got the MVP? Oh, I think it was it really It's? It's got the MVP as well. So you're well underway to gain sidestep to complement your movement, I guess. Alright. And I was really hoping to get a 3rd reroll, but actually I can get 2 journeymen easily enough, so I'll get the 3rd reroll anyway. And then we'll look into getting some substitutes. Alright, that was a fun match. That was a tense match. Again, it's a question of how the hell could I improve on that? I could not tell you until after I look at the replay. Thank you everyone for tuning to that. It was a fun time. It was definitely a learning experience against elves. It's what I need in preparation for maybe the Wood Elves in 3 or 4 matches with my Bretonnians. It's at least coming up soon.